Hello everybody! Double A Games here. Welcome back to Amnesia: The Dark Descent, Episode 4. Today, we will be running into the storage. And the storage... Professor Taylor was the second death caused by his damned curiosity. The storage is a very dark area. And I will be using a lot of lantern in this area. Memento. The darkness in the storage feels strange and unnatural. That's okay though. Because we're gonna get some cool stuff here. Drill piece. There's a monster out there. Gotta be careful. Just gotta stay quiet. Okay, stay up here. Don't think he's coming in. Oh.
Please, let me go. I won't tell anyone, I swear. I just want to go home. No! Get away from me! Leave me alone!
Oh yeah, I gotta pull that out. Right, I'm sorry. Okay, well we're gonna go down here then. Also, in this episode, I'm gonna try to use more tinder boxes. I know oil is a very limited resource in this game, so I want to light as many tinder boxes as I can. That scared the crap out of me. I thought that was a grunt standing there. Light as many tinder boxes as I can to preserve my oil, because this is bright enough to see.
There's nothing left.
And I need to get this.
Everything is gone.
And this. And this. One of the good things about the tinder boxes in this game is that it seems like every time you use one, they immediately return. Ooh, note, I can read it. Alright. Regarding the explosive mixture. Alexander, I have prepared the explosives you needed for clearing the flood drain. I can't stress enough how important it is that the mixture is handled with care. Please try to tell your feather-brained servants this before you go ahead with your plans. The liquids are not by themselves explosive, and should be kept separated to avoid further mishaps. I have arranged 2 large vats in the next room for the ingredients. All you need to do is mix the ingredients and you are ready to go. Signed, Agrippa. Alright. What they're talking about are those giant vats in the corner there. And if you try to go up to them and open the valve, it says it's rusted shut. So you need to get this last piece here and combine the 2 pieces. Before I do that, I'm going to go in here and like that and like this, so I can see in here. There's a tinder box here, there's a tinder box here, and there's a tinder box here, and there's a chest here with goodies. Alright, so now that we have the drill put together, we should be able to do that. Take chemistry pot. It's partially filled. Sorry about the mouse doing that. I don't know why it keeps sliding away. It's in my hand. Okay. Drill it again. Now we got some explosives. You'll be able to see in a minute. There we go. So now they want me to do this. Click on the rocks. Drop the explosive. Pick this rock up. And... well, first... then... do that. And run away. Cool. We are good. Light that up. Grab that. I will need this for later. Goodies.
Why are you doing this? Get away from me!
Okay. Like that. I'm gonna come in here and light all these too, because, like I said, I need to preserve as much oil as I can, because it's gonna get much darker later on. Speaking of oil, there's one back here. There's a tinderbox there. Okay. There should be, there's a candle over here. There's a tinderbox there. There's some oil there. And should be one more candle over here, or no, it's tinderbox. So this room is lit much better than it needs to be. Alright. Yeah, we'll just close that. Yep, she gets murdered, because that's nice. Machine parts. I'm gonna light this up. This lights up by itself, right? Yep. Stop it. Ow, stupid door. Okay. In case of a missing rod. If a full set of 3 rods is unavailable, there is 1 rod in the inner study rooms which might work, in case the elevator breaks down again. Unless it is absolutely necessary, always use the spare rods in the storage before using a mended one. God damn it. There's another grunt. And these guys are so persistent. We're just gonna hide over here for a little bit. Thank you. And I will take a sip of my drink. Alright, I think I'm good. The grunt should be on his way out of here. Yep, he's on his way out. So what I have to do is I have to come down here. Sneak into here without him knowing. Because there's stuff in here. Okay. Okay, he's going away. So we're good. Let's get out of here. My sanity is pretty low. Rocks. let's go this way. Back this way. Now, I can use this, which I put here earlier. My mouse needs to stop doing that. Sorry, I'll fix that now. There we go. I think that grunt is only it only sees me and then comes down the stairs and goes back up. I think that's what it is. Yeah. Just gotta be careful. And go. Okay, he's coming. He's coming. We gotta go. Okay, we're good. He flipped through the Book of Monarchs looking for etchings and counted. 9 different kings from all over Europe had been depicted with an orb resting in their hands. And that noise means more shadow, right? Yep, look at all the shadow in here.
Don't forget your bag, Daniel.
I won't, Herbert.
There is no shame in using a parasol in the desert. As it happens, it's imperative to your survival.
But it looks ridiculous.
The shade will hurt much less than dying, I assure you.
There's another cutscene here. I'll just let it play out.
You have an ascending room. Will it take us to the inner sanctum?
It will definitely take care of the vertical part of our journey.
So really quick.
So, you have ridden an elevator before?
Yes, the Colosseum at Regent's Park has one. It takes you to the gallery where you can view the panorama.
Good. This ride might be a little longer, and in the other direction.
Okay, let's go to the machine room now. He panted heavily, trying his best to keep himself from screaming. The medicine cabinet had been overturned and lay collapsed on the floor. He reached through the broken glass door and grabbed all the sedatives he could find. Okay. Now, do you guys remember that, the little puzzle from earlier? What did I want us to put the flow on? Because I do. So let's see if you guys remember it. If you remember it, say it right now, or write it in the comments. You get 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's see if you got it right. So I know I got it right. 8 and 8.
5th of July, 1839. Today, I went to the university looking for answers. I was able to sneak into Herbert's office and pick up an address book along with some relevant textbooks. Professor Taylor at the Faculty of History was very helpful, and I managed to approach the subject of the orbs. The most interesting aspect was the prevalent trace they had left in our culture. The mythic orbs may, in fact, have inspired the globus cruciger, which so many royal regalia holds to this day. In ancient times, the orbs were held by priests as a symbol of the sun and its power. As I was leaving, I overheard a disturbing conversation. Sir William Smith, the geologist, was killed last night. Less than a fortnight had passed since I'd asked for his expertise. I know it's silly, but I can't help feeling responsible somehow.
Daniel's always feeling responsible for something. Okay, so now the next step is to insert each steam rod. We're gonna need these later. Okay.
14th of July, 1839. I've read every book I can find on the subject. While rich in legend and hearsay, my knowledge is lack for the insight I crave. I've sent letters to many in Herbert's address book and received answers of varying importance. Today, I got one which differed greatly from the others. From a baron in Prussia. He said nothing about the quaint stories of priests in underground temples. He didn't even mention them. He simply wrote, I know. I can protect you. Come to Brennenburg Castle. Signed, Alexander. What am I to make of this? Protect me from what? Is someone after me? I looked up Brennenburg and traced it to the Prussian woods near the Baltic Sea. While being the least informative letter I've received, it causes me greatest distress and interest. As I write, my thoughts are drawn to my nightmares in which a most disturbing sound calls to me. A sound defying description. A voice from the void. The last few weeks have been awful, with so many sleepless nights dreading a repeat of those horrid dreams. Tomorrow, I shall visit my physician, Dr. Tate, in hope that he can provide me with sedatives to help me sleep.
Before I read the next note, I'll put the prods in and get this stuff over here. Be very careful with these, because in this game, a lot of the items will glitch through walls and stuff, and you can't get those gears back if you do it wrong. So Trinity Rod goes in the triangle, Flow Cycle goes for the circle, and 4-phase is the square. Next note. Note that there are only 2 spare rods left in the storage for the elevator machinery. Make sure to only discard the ones which are badly damaged and keep the others in the inner study rooms in case all 3 would crack again. So basically they're saying that where we already went is where the other rods are. You can get in this area without going to the storage first, because you get the storage, you get the, what's this place even called? Machine room? Yeah, you get the machine room key from the study rooms. So I need to, so you guys can see, light some of these. There's one in here I'm gonna light too. There we go. So I can grab this, and I need 1, 2, 3. Alright, I'm just gonna use my oil so I can get that up later. So, oh, okay, thank you. I need it to open. So 1. 3 is always a magic number. 2. Kobe! Oh. I didn't make it in because I said Kobe. Pull that, and on. Now, there. Before we do that, one more note.
17th of July, 1839. How has this escaped me? They're all dead. Limbs scattered, heads split down the middle, their skin flayed as if boiled. I feel like I'm falling into myself. What's happening? Sir William Smith, Professor Taylor, now Dr. Tate. Is it following me? How can it not be? It's the damn thing I brought from Africa. Something is after me. I have no choice but to trust the Baron. He better know what he claims. If he is wrong, I suspect he'll regret it as well.
Okay, so we're going to turn the elevator on now. Before I leave, though, the shadow is now here. Ow. 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 Okay. Back into the back hall. And that is going to do it for this episode of Amnesia: The Dark Descent. Like and favorite if you guys enjoyed. Subscribe to join the A-listers today. And subscribe to also get rid of all the shadow. Thank you guys so much for all your support so far, and I'll see you in part 5 of Amnesia: The Dark Descent. See you guys later. Hope you enjoyed.